How are you? So again, it's a wonderful day. We want to start our program. And today you want to take a sub-unit of what? A temporary and permanent change in substances. So we realize when you are talking about the properties of matter, we say matter goes under changes, whereby we try to look on changes that take place on matter, like one, solid changes to liquid, or a liquid changes to solid. How do you call liquid changes to solid? How do you call it? That's a freezing. Freezing or what? Freezing or solidification. So when we check on that, we are trying to look on those transformation of change of state, whereby you have those change of state whereby it may change until it will never come back to original state how it was. Others, it may change, then it can be able to reverse back to how it was. So there's two things that we are going to learn today. We have two terminology like reverse and irreversible. Irreversible means something can do what? Cannot be changed back to the normal way. Irreversible. But reversible means it can be able to be changed. Like, let's say use a very awkward statement. Maybe you are a girl, then you are changed to be boy. Is it possible? It is possible according to the scientists. Then they will be able again to turn you back to be a girl. It means that you can be able to be taken there like a what? A reversible what? State on that manner. But that doesn't mean you can be able to be changed. Now, when you look on that lining, whereby you take about reversible and irreversible, reversible means something can be turned to how original color. Then, just put there, add on this one. Then, as we go on, we had learned about the permanent change. Under this change, under temporary and permanent change, under this temporary change we talked about, temporary means something will be there for a short period of time. Temporary, something that shall be able maybe to be put in somewhere within short period of time. Within short period of time, it will be able to turn back to the normal origin, or you can be able to return it back to how it was, original state how it was. So today, first of all, we try to look on this temporary change. We find temporary change has how many categories of change there? Two. Which one and which one? We have physical change, physical, temporary change, and what? Chemical, temporary change. Under physical, temporary change, we try to say the state of matter shall be able to be changed itself. It will change itself. And we gave an example of you put a what? You took water, you put on a fridge. After putting water in the fridge, it will be able to transform into solid, which is a solidification process. Then after taking back that water from the fridge, back outside from the fridge, after putting to another new temperature, which is a warm temperature like now, it will be able to turn back to water, isn't it? So that's when it becomes a what? Reversible under a normal state of what? State of change itself. It has changed itself. So whatever form that changes because of the temperature. In the fridge you have low temperature. Outside the fridge you have more temperature compared to what is in the fridge. And that's why you find now when you took water, you put on the fridge, it become a stone. Now after taking back from the fridge you put outside, it starting melting, and it came back to a normal state which was liquid and a process of what? Melting. So that was one we talked about when we talked about under temporary change, when we talked about the physical temporary change. Today we want to look on the chemical change. We want to look on the chemical change. This is a chemical temporary change again. Chemical temporary change. We want to know what is going to happen under chemical temporary change. That's what we want to know. Then, before that, before we look on the chemical temporary change, we had something that we talked about, the physical change, whereby under the physical change we had something like the properties of what? The properties of physical of physical change. Under this property of a physical change, we say a physical change, it is what? You can reverse it. You can reverse it, whereby you can be able to talk about reversible. So whereby one of the you can talk about the reversible, then there is the mass will remain the same. No change of what? No change of mass. No change of mass. The mass will remain the same. Then, if the mass is not going to change to be able to change, meaning when you took water, ikakuwa solid, it's going to turn to solid, but the mass will remain the same. Ikianza ku melt, it will be able to come back to liquid, but that mass will remain the same. No change in what? No change in mass. Then, the same time we talk about it is what? Reversible. Whereby, meaning it will be able to turn back to how it was. It will be able to turn back to how it was. Reversible means it changed the state how it was to come back to how it was. It was water, it went to solid, then after turning back to normal temperature, the temperature brought it back to what? To water, which is a liquid state. That's why we're saying under the physical change, that's a property where we talk about it is a reversible state of what? State of matter. Reversible. What else do you talk about, class? So that's why we can say, for it to be solid, what do we need? Liquid. When you take a liquid and you put it in a fridge, what do you need? How is the temperature there? The temperature is low. Meaning, and now when you take it from outside the what? The freeze and you put outside. Which temperature is that one? Higher temperature. So meaning we need a temperature under low temperature and high temperature. So there, under the properties of it, we'll have the what? Temperature what? We need temperature. And temperature should be what? The temperature should be high or low. The temperature should be high or low. When we are talking about it, the temperature should be high or low when we are looking on that state of it. So those are some of the what? Physical properties under the what? Under physical change. Those are properties that you are going to find on them. No change in mass. We need heat, which is high or low. There the state of the matter is what? Is reversible.